Hello everyone, it's your host, Get Good Fox, and it's time for some more State of Decay 2 news. What you're looking at is the PDF file for, let me point at it, Update 29 Draft Patch Notes.pdf. So that means this is the rough draft of the upcoming Update 29 patch notes, and I'm going to go ahead and read them for you. A draft means that it could be subject to change, or it could just remain exactly like this. In addition to that, Update 29 is available. It's live on the PTR. That would be the beta of State of Decay, which is exclusive to Steam. So it's not available to the standard game just yet, but it's supposed to be available to the standard game by the end of this month. Anyways, let's get reading. Update 29, Fields of View. We've given our three original maps a graphical overhaul. Drucker County, Mare Valley, Cascade Hills all look better than ever. The arid landscape of Drucker County is even more unique, featuring red rocks, a dusty yet clear sky, and a drier climate. Mare Valley received a new distant vista, fresh terrain painting, foliage updates. Look for deciduous trees along the river valley. Updating foliage, repainting terrain, and improved rocks are just the start of Cascade Hills' graphical improvements. Players can now set their field of view, or FOV for short. Head to the settings menu to adjust. What the FOV does is determine how close the camera is to your character. You can now make it farther away or closer up, depending on your preference. Heavy weapons now destroy fences, swing away, and that's just the headlines. Keep reading to learn more about Update 29. Graphical overhaul. The original three State of Decay 2 maps have all leveled up. Not to be outdone by the newcomers, Drucker County, Cascade Hills, and Mare Valley have received a graphical overhaul. We've added new vista elements to each map's horizon. Look around each map to take in the fresh views. Foliage and rocks have been replaced with updated versions. Tree and foliage placement has been adjusted to match surroundings. Skies and nighttime lighting have been adjusted per map. Each map has a unique lighting model and feel. Nighttime brightness has been adjusted to meet the Trumbull Valley and Providence Ridge standards. Yeah, so nighttime, that's something worth talking about briefly. It's not going to be as dark. You should be able to see a lot farther. It's still fairly dark, but it's not going to be like pitch black anymore. The terrain has been repainted for a more natural look. Now, it doesn't look like they mentioned anything about this, but one of the Q&A things that you probably want to know is that these improvements to the graphics, they're not really like mathematical improvements. They're just like artistic improvements, and that means that you shouldn't see any change in your game's performance because they're not actually adding stuff like more polygons. Anyways, let's move on. Heavy weapons destroy fences. Heavy weapons can now smash fences. Why wouldn't they? Swing a heavy weapon near a fence to start the fun. Any fence that can be broken by a vehicle can now be dismantled by a heavy weapon. Also impacted in the mayhem are windows and signposts and a few more props. Despite the name, the Open Ranges PAX fencing tool does not destroy fences. Field of view. Implemented by popular demand, you can now set field of view in the settings menu. Go to settings and then video and then field of view to adjust. The field of view can be set anywhere between 40 and 100 degrees, and 70 degrees is the default value. Quality of life improvements. We've also continued our quest to make State of Decay 2 more fun in all sorts of ways in every single update. Check out the tweaks and improvements below. Environment changes. Fixed a small hole in the ground northwest of Jurassic Junction in Trumbull Valley. Gameplay changes. Axes make sounds again when impacting armored zombies. Echo Lab's research station can once again produce 10 plague samples if your community has the pathology skill, as it should. Gunslinger's aim snap ability no longer removes spread from shotguns. The aim snap target will be hit, but the spread is preserved. The host character will now fall when standing on top of a moving vehicle. Sorry to take car surfing away again. We fixed an issue where characters can be stuck in a state where they can't move after briefly sprinting. This should no longer occur. Dismissing a follower while crouching no longer causes that AI to crouch walk everywhere. User interface changes. Red talent and network-specific weapons now have small icons in the corner of their inventory to help identify them. Note, this iconography is not associated with a bounty pack. So to reiterate that, it means that the red Talon icons and the network icons do not indicate that a red Talon bounty pack is coming or a network bounty pack is coming. The Second's workstation site has stopped its lying ways and no longer says it's claimable. Bases and facilities changes. Updated the landmark outpost menu to clarify its initial versus ongoing resource cost presented for landmark outpost strategies. The Haven device build description now calls out that the player needs to find the Haven capsule in Trumbull Valley. Hint, help Isby and Dr. Hoffman. Instead of constantly enabling and disabling, the packing the bunk passive now stays enabled in communities with 8 or more survivors. Missions. Refusing to help in Marshall Story's New in Town now causes the mission to fail. That's what you wanted, right, jerks? In Heartland, dialogue no longer plays out of order during neighborhood unrest when Quincy is dead. The Still Life mission now tells you the name of the site where you should go. And finally, miscellaneous changes. Advanced toolkits now sometimes be found in Plague Hearts on lethal difficulty. Okay, so I had believed that they had replaced all well, it still could be the case. All we know now is that when playing on lethal zone, the Plague Hearts can sometimes have advanced toolkits. I don't know if that means it completely replaces the original toolkits, or if it's just the fact that you don't have a toolkit necessarily in every single Plague Heart. But there you go. Those are the patch notes for Update 29, at least the rough draft. When the full version comes out, probably later on this month, I will read that one as well, just in case there are any changes. But there's the news for you. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments section. Like the video if it was informative. I was able to get this information because of the very fantastic Get Good Fox Discord that many of you contribute to. Over 500 people in the Discord. You're free to join. Look for a link down in the comment section or in the video description. Also remember that I am on Twitch. I have a Daybreak thing going on where I'm helping people unlock Daybreak stuff. And I am also playing Dying Light 2 on Twitch. Dying Light 2, I believe, will also be coming to YouTube. I will be starting up a separate progression, but that is your channel news for today. Anyways, like I said, like the video if it was informative, subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.